Okay. Well, we're not going to get another eyeball proc. It'll come down to the smites. It's going to be secured by Dignitas. River jumps in, going for the ulti, trying to keep himself alive. Speaker's going to be taken.
Oh, the reset!
He resets thanks to Renata, but he won't be able to do any more. Now the Yumi ult flies out, and TSM's in a bad spot. Huni might be ready to transform with Gamsu on the run. There's the boulder. Huni's still looking for a little more, but he's got to be careful about his own health bar. No! They couldn't save Gamsu. Biofrost could not get there in time. Dignitas ends up going 2 for 2 there with TSM. They did get themselves the Herald. We got ourselves a nice little bit of violence up here.
Yeah, it's getting scrappy over on the Herald there.
TS in trouble. Tactical with the flashback over the wall, barely staying alive. More projectiles coming out. Spica goes in for blue, but he ain't gonna find him just yet. And the Dignitas mid laner takes down the Ruin King. Neo picks up Tactical.
Oh!
TSM is crumbling.
He's gone!
Tony gets yeeted and deleted. And his TSM body's hitting the floor all across Summoner's Rift.
Dignitas crushing TSM across the map there. There goes the lead as Tactical went way too far on that one. The rest of his team is retreating, and he's just walking up. I'm not sure if he was trying to last it.
And that's just where they're at. It's hard to make plays when you've got no playmaking. Speaking of playmaking, looking at Gamsu here, he's also nearly got that tier fully stacked. The Archangel staff will be ready to evolve into Seraph's Embrace whenever that happens, but still need a bit more on it. But it's what you were talking about. He's going for the heavy AP build. Yeah. This is not Tank Gragas, whose job is to just keep people controlled and CC'd. Yep. This guy's going to one-shot somebody as Blue goes in after Maple. Mia's right behind him. Nice little bit of shuffling going on there, and a shutdown goes over to River.
They can go Baron. They'll see if they want to actually just try to start it up in their face. At the very least, they could try to threaten it. Not going to go for it, not feeling confident enough to do it. With Azir, it's always on my mind is that teams can start this up to even just draw the opponents in, even if you're not going to actually commit to it. Mega Gnar's expiring, so that burst is going to be threatening, but a good trade back.
Yeah, Huni's got that Trinity Force very, very scary in a 1v1 situation. Mininar can just stick to you and do a ton of damage, so the disengage with Gamsu's ultimate to make sure that he's not.
Just comes up here to bodyguard. They have to be a little bit careful. They see that they're starting it up now, so Maple just needs to try to poke them off here. Huni has TP, so he could actually join behind them. He could look for this ward right there.
Gamsu tried to use the ulti on Tactical, but he didn't get a lot of value. Dignitas now going to move over as 5v1 against Huni, who just ends up giving them their free food delivery. Dignitas get a kill.
At the very least, though, they stop the Baron, they get the Dragon. 1 kill for Dragon, you're on Soul Point. That's good for TSM. Now Spica.
It might be even better. River's about to drop.
Oh, he saw us!
He's going to get punished instead. A beautiful save coming out from Dig. Tactical underneath the enemy turret. He might just die for it, but instead he gets away. Maple's going to grab the kill back on over to River as Neo tries to kite it out. Outplay. He gets the kill to Mia, and Dignitas will ace TSM.
TSM just go insane there. Tactical running between the two towers in what looked like a 1v3 situation. Spica almost got the initial kill, but the exhaust shuts him down. Can't actually finish it off. And now Dig gets the ace and the Baron off the back of that. TSM going way too far, and now Dignitas going to be opening up a massive advantage here. Going to be 4,000 plus in the lead with the Baron buff. Looking to extend that even further. Blue is enormous. Should have a death cap here on base, I assume. Yeah. We're gonna watch this one more time.
Yeah, I really want to see how close this got.
So the TP flank was, I understand why he's going for the play, but TSM is not actually collapsing at the same time. If you want to look for that play, the 4-man squad has to be moving up at that same point. Then Spica is going to lay a trap here. Is this bursty build? Finds River. Going to go in here very aggressively. Doesn't quite get the kill, though. Comes in over top. The exhaust comes through. The shield comes through. Can't finish him off. And then Tactical on the right side of your screen is between two towers by himself in a 1v3. You know, like overplaying his hand there. You know, needed to be with the squad. TSM's just not on the same page. If he's with the team, like, mechanically, he actually played it out pretty well. He got pretty close to killing Blue. Yeah. But he's not with his support. He's in a 1v3, and he's taking tower shots, so you just don't win those.
And I got to applaud Neo's footwork at the end of that fight. You saw him down to 100 HP while he's fighting both the Renata and the Corki. He sidestepped a rocket that would have killed him. That enabled him to take out the Corki, and then Renata's just shooting fish in a barrel. Awesome stuff from Dignitas there in the fight. They've earned themselves a 5,000 gold lead. They've got Baron for the next 2 minutes here, and you can see they're already laying siege to the base, working on this top lane here first. That's where they got the wave. No split push situation happening right now. All 5 players up here in the top lane. They're trying to strong
with no
on
TP.
this.
There's no way to defend this.
Dignitas just moving their way into TSM occupied territory, taking everything with them along the way. First inhibitor falls there in top. Blue's going in, and TSM going out in body bags. Nicely done from Dig. Huni's still down there in Timbuktu. Gamsu in the stasis, keeping himself alive, trying to get on back. Spica wants a reset, but he won't be able to find it. Gamsu drops to Huni, who's finally made his way back into the base.
Okay.
Dignitas won't end the game. TSM, they hold the line, but they are in trouble.
Oh man, I thought that was going to be over for sure. TSM barely able to hold on. That initial sweep in from Blue looked like that was going to close things out with Huni on the other side of the map. But at the end of the day, it is just the one Nexus turret, I believe, that falls. They get a couple more kills. TSM do trade back, but they are quite a bit behind. Looking towards that Cloud Soul as some sort of an opportunity here. The EQ flash in for the R, sweep them back. They get those quick initial 2 kills. Then I think just should have focused towers. You don't actually need to play for the kills here. Gamsu goes too deep and kind of throws away that initial advantage because you see Bifrost jumping off to actually block the W, but that gives away his life, and Huni is able to kill off Gamsu anyway. River tries to come in to bail him out. So just kind of overplaying their hand. I think if you just focus fire the towers at that point, you probably end the game. Like a Death Cap Azir, you rush through towers. AP mages late in the game really do shred those things. So Dig going a little bit too hyphy there, trying to end it, not able to. So now TSM do get some more opportunities. Maple is on 3 items at this point. Huni on 3 items as well. It's going to be a lot of heavy lifting that has to be done by this Gorky. If you can land a lot of poke pre-fight, you know, really soften up the Azir, that is going to be the key member you have to watch out for because Blue has been just destroying them, it feels like, in these team fights.
He's been a playmaker the whole time, but TSM, they're down to... if they're working with 9 lives, if we're going by cat rules here, they're down to the last 1 or 2 of them. There's not a whole lot more mistakes that you're going to get here in this one and still be able to play some more League of Legends off of it. TSM, they know they can get a soul if they can secure this Drake here in about 10 seconds, but Dignitas are the ones with control over the river and priority over the pit. Gamsu coming up to join the rest of the team. Mia's stuck out in front. He just might be in a real bad spot. Tactical pulls him in there with the ult. He goes into the stasis himself. Tactical's going to be found out here in the middle of everybody. TSM going to lose both bottom laners as Huni tries to fight back a little bit. River continues to charge forward, putting the pressure onto the TSM carries. Spica wants to get the execution, but Stopwatch says hell no. Blue goes unstoppable, and Maple goes 6 feet deep. Huni tries to stand and fight, but the Emperor's Divide wasn't even needed until now, and Blue is about to show him exactly how this game's gonna end. Shut down, ace for 1. Dignitas is going to take this game.
What a great ulti from Gamsu as well, knocking in Tactical. He goes down in a hurry, and Dignitas crushed through TSM after a really strong early game from TSM. It's all Dignitas on the punish this year. TSM overplaying their hand, and Dignitas was always ready to pick up their mistakes.
Padding the stats a little bit, grab an extra kill on the support. Tactical's back alive. Spica won't be spawning for a couple of more seconds. They're seeing if they can get this last kill on Tactical, and they will do it. Gamsu going golden into the fountain steps. It won't matter. GG. Dignitas take them down. 21-8.
Blue with another great game on the Azir, was crushing through them. Felt like TSM had no answer for the Azir in the later stages. Dignitas can be happy to pick up their second win in 2 weeks. Definitely on the way up, it feels like, really improving. But that is a very concerning loss for TSM, who had an incredible early game. You know, we're able to create a big advantage, but just completely were throwing that away. And Dignitas was there to punish them on every single mistake.
It all goes back to that fight at the red buff. TSM, when they're doing the VOD review, that's the part they're going to be looking at, because that's where a 2,000 gold lead evaporated as Tactical overextends trying to take the red buff, as the rest of the team tries to scatter and Dig collapses, and then Huni with the fun play up there in top lane, and Gamsu just blasting them underneath the turret. Dignitas earned their way back into the game at that point, and then they continued to make the right moves. I loved seeing the 4-man Dignitas squad constantly rotate around, constantly making decisions as a team, and TSM was never ready to deal with it.
Absolutely. I mean, TSM made a couple mistakes, but then all credit to Dignitas for being able to close that out pretty cleanly. Got a little bit over-aggressive maybe at the Nexus. That's kind of the one thing you can nitpick, but the team